Hello students, welcome to this online course of Hydraulics Engineering. So in the previous lecture, we have started our new chapter which is impact of free jet. So in the previous lecture, we have also discussed about the first case of this chapter, that was the when the jet was striking a flat plate and the angle of, like, it was hitting the plate at an angle of 90 degrees. And also we have seen when the plate will be inclined at an angle of theta. So we have seen how the discharge is going to divide it into like q1 and q2. And also we have seen the assumptions, like the we have ignored the frictional losses for the analysis part. Now we are going to discuss the next case, which is when the plate will be also moving. So the jet is moving with a speed of capital V, and the plate will be moving with a velocity of small u. So you can see this picture. So first case we are discussing when the flat plate is normal to the jet. So this is the plate and this is the jet. So this is 90 degree, and now this plate is also moving with velocity u. So this was capital V. Now this velocity is u. So if we make V as 0, the case will become as the first case. Okay, so let us see how we are going to analyze this. So a flat plate held normal to the jet is assumed to move with the velocity u, as I have told you, small u, in the same direction as the jet. So if so, the relative velocity will become v minus u. It is like very basic concept. Now in this case, the velocity of the jet is capital V, and it will not be the effective velocity with which the jet strikes the plate. So the effective velocity will become v minus u. Okay, because the jet is about to strike the plate, the plate has moved away from the jet with the velocity u, and only that mass of fluid which really overtakes the plate will be striking it to cause the impinging action. So what it is saying, this is plate and this is jet. Okay, so it is moving with velocity u and it is moving with velocity u. This is v and this is u. So let us see, in time t this will move with vt and this will move with ut. Okay, so v is greater than u. So now at the time of like when the jet is trying to impinge the plate has moved by distance of ut. Okay, and this has moved with the distance of vt. So the effectively v minus u distance, this much, the mass in this much distance is actually striking the plate. Okay, so this will be the effective velocity, that is v minus u. So this was the gist of these lines. Now this type of problem may therefore be analyzed by applying the principle of relative motion to the whole system. This is done by bringing the moving plate into stationary state before the impulse momentum equation is applied. So that is very simple. This is very basic concept of physics which you must have studied in your 11th chapter in the mechanics portion of the physics. So now, like, this is the concept of negative velocity, and finally the relative velocity will become, the effective velocity is v minus u. So the mass, the quantity which is striking the plate will be a into v. V effective is v minus u. So small a into v minus u is the discharge which is striking the plate. So everything will come into picture in terms of effective velocity now. So the mass of fluid striking the plate will be rho into q. So rho is what? W into W times a into v minus u by g. Again, there is no frictional resistance offered by the plate to the jet. So we are assuming this throughout our this chapter. So there is no impact losses, and the small difference in elevation between the incoming and outgoing jet is neglected. And when we are going to apply the Bernoulli equation, we can get that the leaving velocity of the jet will be v minus u. Since the jet after impacts get deflected through 90 degree, the component of velocity, this is all same. So we are applying the moment impulse momentum equation perpendicular to the in the direction of plate. So finally you will get F is equal to WA V minus U whole square by G. So if you are putting U is equal to 0, it will become same as WAV square by G, and the work done in this case will be F into U. So in the previous case U was 0, so work done was also 0, but in this case U is non-zero, so work done will be F into U. So F is WA V minus U whole square by G multiplied by U will be your work done. Now the above discussed case will not be practically feasible because the distance between the plate and nozzle will be constantly increasing at the rate of U per second, which in turn would require a continuous lengthening of the jet at this rate in order to strike the plate. Because the plate is also moving, so it is not practically possible to maintain this striking, and then it will not produce the required work which we are required, which we need. Okay, so this difficulty may however be overcome if instead of a single plate there is a continuous series of plate arranged at a fixed distance apart, so that each plate moving with velocity v u may appear successively before the jet in the same position and all moving in the same direction as the jet. So how we are going to ensure this kind of arrangement, that we will make the arrangement like this, that this is a instead of one plate, what we are going to do, we are making arrangement that this is going to rotate in this direction. This is our jet, so this will be such that the horizontal velocity here will be u. Okay, so the moment the arrangement will be such that it will strike whenever this come into this is coming at a 90 degree, the velocity will be u. So radius is known to us, so we have to set the omega. So omega into r is what? U. So we have to set omega in such that it will become equal to u, because r is also fixed and u also we must be knowing as per our requirement of the work. So we have to fix our omega so that this kind of arrangement is ensured. So this is the case when we can make this kind of striking. So according as shown, so this is just the whatever things I have just explained you, this is written over here. Now corresponding to this angular speed, let u be the tangential velocity of the wheel along the center of the plate, which will be the velocity of the plates as well. In this case, since the plates face the jet normally one after the another, it is as if one plate is always in the vertical position to intercept the jet. So as I have told you, so every time there will be a plate which is moving with the velocity u, and u is the tangential velocity which is caused by the angular velocity omega. Okay, hence the entire fluid issuing from the nozzle will be striking the plate when all plates are considered. Therefore the mass of the fluid striking the plate is how much? M will be WAV by G. Again, the effective velocity of jet before the impact will be V minus U, which is the relative velocity of the jet with respect to the plate. Further, since the jet will leave the plate tangentially, the component of the velocity of the jet leaving the plate in the direction normal to the plate will be 0. It will become the case of first case, the previous case which we have discussed in the previous lecture. Therefore, by applying the impulse momentum equation, what we are going to get? Same, the effective velocity is v minus u, but after striking the effective velocity is 0. So finally you will get force as WAV by G into v minus u, and work done will be same, WAV v minus u into u by G. The kinetic energy supplied by the jet per second will be input. So we want to calculate the efficiency. So how we are going to calculate efficiency? This is our in output, this is what we are getting, this is what we have put, this is the energy we have provided to the system, this is the energy we are getting from the system per unit time, that is per second. So this is what we have put, this is what we are getting. So efficiency is always output by input, output of jet by input of jet, put all the values here, you will get 2u v minus u by v square. For a given velocity capital V, the efficiency is maximum, so we want to calculate the this u so that efficiency is maximum. How we are going to do that? We will check the d eta by du. By putting it 0, we can get the value of u. So after putting differentiate this, what you are going to get 2 v minus 2u by v square. So after solving this, what you are getting, u small u is v by 2. Okay, so how much the efficiency will be maximum? When the velocity of the plate is half the velocity of the jet, and the efficiency, maximum efficiency attained by this arrangement will be 50%. Whatever like effort you are going to put in, only 50% efficiency is possible by this arrangement. Okay, now when the plate will be inclined at theta, but still it is moving with the velocity u. So only component, so this is the component we have to take. So this is the case of second case, it is shown here. So this is our new case. Okay, so just check it. Take the now the component will become b minus u sine theta, and everything will remain same. If you are putting the theta as 90 degree, what you are going to get, we will get the same expression as the previous one. Now the work done, this is the plate. Okay, this is the angle theta. So this is your u, this will be perpendicular, and this is the parallel. So only x component is going to give you the work done. Y component, the parallel component, the displacement along the parallel to the plate will be 0. So only the perpendicular component is going to give the work done. So work done will be fx into u. Okay, put all the values, we can get this as the work done per second by the jet. So this is the second case. Next case we are going to discuss in the next lecture. So this is all for today. Thank you.